The crew worldwide, from Cali to Twitter, real hardcore fans, boxing ass niggas, consistency cops, police the views, we'll pull up receipts for any debate you choose. Shout outs to Clan Archie for the dope production. Ring Gang stay with the best discussions. Ring Gang Radio.
Yeah. What's good, Joe? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where as always, the shit's real, we talk about it. I'm your host for tonight, Patscorpio, the New England representative. As always, I got my man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Yo, what it do? LB, Lauderdale Boss, Shutterworth da Gawd, GOAT artists. I mean, so Ring Gang in the building. Yes, sir. Ring Gang in the house as always. And as always, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Yo, what up? You already know who this is. Your boy King P, Bodega Boxer in the building. Let's get it, boys.
Yes, King P, straight from the bodega. That's what it is. So, fellas, man, we got a full weekend of boxing coming up this weekend. This is actually good, you know, because now Q4 2019 has a chance to start redeeming itself for the slow start that we got this year. And it's starting this weekend with these cards. It's always good to have a loaded weekend, so it's good to have options. Like if you don't like one card, you can just go watch another card, because that's how it should always be. Although,
damn, dog, hold on, I've never done no shit like that. Like when I watch a card, I watch the full card. Like I just pick one, man. Like what kind of damn prostitute shit is that? Like.
Man, you know, this is. I mean, we have to get with the times. You know, I have these things airing on 3 different devices, bruh. It's very. I don't know how I pulled it off.
I can't do no damn mastermind, fucking security camera boxing footage. Shit is this?
Yeah, you turning fucking boxing into NFL red zone shit.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Nigga, that's how I watch football on Sundays too, nigga. That's
No, I know, because I
gotta pick one card.
I've been to your crib, so I know.
One card, you know, 60-inch screen, and that's it. Like none of this damn flipping back and forth.
Well, I'm not flipping back and forth, nigga. No, I have one. I have one goes in my TV, the other one goes in my tablet, the other one goes in my laptop, and I just sit there and absorb that shit. I don't know how I do it.
See, now I see that. That's why your boxing opinions be all over the place sometimes, because you be absorbing so fucking much, and it's like certain shit you be misdirecting, and like you'll see a jab on one fight and you think it's a Danny Garcia fight, and you think it's some other shit going on, and then you come to me and you're like, man, this nigga won. I'm like, the fuck you talking about? Hell nah, he ain't win that shit. The fuck out of here.
I'll be always forever trying to scapegoat me because this nigga Danny Garcia's struggle status, nigga. He ain't gonna let me live. I keep telling this nigga this nigga can't box. You know what I'm saying? But he don't want to hear that from me.
Nigga, you said Lomachenko can't box because he lost to Salido. Like, get the fuck out of here.
No. I just said he's not all that. I didn't say he couldn't box. And Salido is the GOAT Mexican, bro, and he whooped him.
Stop that shit. Stop it.
Silly niggas, now you need
so many niggas that got a word with that.
Yeah.
Put some respect.
Nah, you must have brought some of that Sherm back with you from Philly. So yo, lay off the shit.
Oh
man.
Like, this real talk boxing, not real basehead boxing. Like, nah.
Hey, one of us is right. Lomachenko Salido. I'll let you know. I'll let you see who that was.
I can't.
Exactly.
I can't.
What? Anyway,
please. All right, yeah, please.
Yeah,
man. The next boxing prediction I get right. Yeah, I mean, watch. I'ma just rub it in Pat's face. Like, oh man. Like,
nigga, has to be something unique, bruh. You know, you. I mean, your predictions are pretty much you don't stray. Me, I do it all the time, and usually I'm right.
What do you? But hold on, the Dylan White got that wrong. But then we found out later about the steroids. Okay.
Yeah, we still didn't figure out
Ramirez Hooker, another one.
Yeah.
I was on my little stretch at that point, you know. Then we started You know, niggas started fucking up. You know what I mean? You know,
Well,
you know, Pacquiao went beast mode.
Well, technically, if I'm right, if I'm right, if I'm wrong, then the boxer fucked up. It's never, you know, I never take any, you know, I mean, it's not my fault. If I'm wrong, it's the boxer's fault. You know what I'm saying? It's not me. Nigga, I'm
All
not.
right, so fuck it. That brings us to this fight. Prograis Taylor, nigga. Like,
Yeah.
who you picking?
Well, first, before I go into that, I mean, for our listeners out there, if you haven't been watching the World Boxing Super Series, one of their 3 tournaments, you know, this is the 140 final. You know, we got Prograis, who's the WBA 140 champion. They'll be facing Josh Taylor, who's the IBF 140 champion. And these are known as, along with Jose Ramirez, are the top 3 light welterweights or super lightweights, however you want to call them, in the world today. So it's actually great that we're actually getting 2 young fighters in their primes. Well, Taylor, I don't know if you want to call it prime yet, but he's certainly capable.
Yeah, Taylor. I would say Taylor in his prime. Like what?
Yeah, you know, so
He ain't a prospect.
No, of course not. You know, when you're a champion, you're not a prospect no more. And yeah, you know, we will repeat that in other certain situations later in future broadcasts.
PBC.
Yeah, yeah, PVC. But yeah, so yes, we have 2 young prime fighters, you know, facing off each other in a unification. Wow, you know, like
Again.
Oh, go ahead, LB.
No, I said again.
Yes, again, yes, because that's how boxing should be. The young fighters, you know, when the time is right, you match them up, you fight, you let them see who's the best. That's how boxing is. That's how you make intriguing fights. That's how you build boxing.
And it's all in this half of the year. Think about it. We already had a 140 unification, and we having another one, all within 6 months. Like, man, like 2019 is really ending strong. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Like, how often you get that shit? Like, I don't remember this string of title fights against the top guys at 140 where like there was like interesting matches since like maybe the whole Zab Costa Zoo shit. Like, you know, when you had Sean Bay Mitchell Costa Zoo, and then you had I think shit on Octay Urkel, Zab.
Yeah.
Then, you know, Teron Millet. Then you had Alan Vesser. You had all these fights. Costa, like, yeah, I mean, it's like until it led up to the big Zab Costa Zoo fight.
Exactly.
So it was just a good journey, and I like how this shit unfolded within the last year or so.
Facts. Yeah, you know, and then if the only negative you would actually say about this tournament is the fact that the promoters, unfortunately, were kind of sitting on their hands a little bit too long in terms of getting the shit like scheduled, and we almost had niggas pulling out of the tournament, which would have fucked up the whole fights and shit like that, anticipation, and then luckily, like I said, at the last hour, money was made right and promises were kept, and bam. The
fight was never in doubt, bro. Fight was never in doubt. There was no way it was not gonna happen, bro. Both careers would have took a hit if this fight wouldn't have happened this year, bro.
Yeah, no, exactly. Well, I mean, Taylor was cool. It was just Prograis. You had to keep him in the tournament.
Yeah.
In some way. So at least I'm glad now. At least we get to the point where we're gonna see a conclusion, and then these cats, whoever the winner is, can go on. And she, try to unify 140 again, undisputed, with Jose Ramirez. But yeah, we have a Prograis Taylor, bros. I guess who I'm picking. I am picking Prograis because now it's not just. I mean, both of them are highly skilled too. But it's just sort of there's demeanor. It's like Prograis just has a hunger that I don't see in a lot of young fighters. I'm talking about real hunger. Like dude fights like it's his last. Like if he doesn't fight, he knows he's not gonna eat. Like I don't see that type of hard rock mentality in fighters, in young fighters especially. Most of these niggas are out there, trying to be flashy and whatnot, trying to be cool or whatever. But this nigga Prograis, this nigga, yeah, facts. But this nigga out here is taking ice baths and big ass garbage cans and diving in swamps that are probably filled with gators. Like, this boy is Cajun as hell, and this nigga is rough. What I'm saying, like, and that's the type of mentality. Like, I just cannot see him losing. His mentality, his mental is too strong, and I just think it was just too much for Taylor. Not to say that Taylor is a bad fighter, or I mean he's been learning on the job. I mean, he had his test, and then he had his moment in the sun, winning the belt from Branchik, you know. But I just don't. I just think at this time, I think Prograis would just be too much. Is too much for him. What do you guys think?
I wouldn't say he's too much for him, but I think that he's definitely going to get the win. I feel like he's going to outwork him, outswarm him. I feel like it's going to be one of those things where I can see people saying, oh, Taylor won the first half, and then as the second half goes, it just goes all downhill. Could be one of those fights.
So you think that Taylor will probably jump out to an early lead?
I wouldn't say like early lead, but I could see that happening. Like, oh, Taylor boxes him good, and people think that he's winning. And then by the end of that, by the second half, I think he's just gonna get outworn, out hustled. It's just gonna be one of those. But I'm not saying Prograis not skilled. He definitely is. But I'm just saying, like, I could see that type of fight happen.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that too. But there's just something about this fight that just tells me that there's gonna be a level shown. I mean, I honestly think the Prograis is just gonna like bum rush, like go right through him like that. I just it's just something about it. Because
that's what niggas is used to seeing, man. Like,
yeah, I mean, he even did it to Relic, you know, when he finally won an actual legit belt. I mean,
Relic is good, but he ain't on Taylor level, man.
Well, Taylor hasn't had as many fights. I mean, Relic is still an experienced guy. That's the thing.
Yeah, but Taylor's had the right fights though. Like his matchups were been like on some even money type shit. Like if they were experienced like career building type of fights for Josh Taylor.
Yeah, I mean, let's see. There's Miguel Vasquez, who I think he was the first person to stop him. Postal, which was his gut check. Ryan Martin, who he actually just blew through, and O'Hara Davies, who was his rival, and you know, and he pretty much exposed Davies for not being as great as everyone thought he was.
And then the Baron, it's like the Postal fight. If Josh Taylor wasn't as good as he's supposed to be, Postal, for as much as people overrate Postal because he's allegedly Terrence Crawford's best win.
Oh, look at that. Throwing that shade. Mad shade.
Oh, man. Damn, great value Klitschko is somebody's best win out here. And they pound for pound. But no, if you know, I'm not saying Postal's trash. Postal's solid. He's quality. But I'm just saying, you know, if you pound for pound number one and that's your best win, you know, that's why when people tell me, you know, Bud is over Lomachenko, I just be like, ha 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 ha. Like, come on, like Nicholas Walters is better than damn. It's a better win than damn Postal. Like come on. But yeah, I'm sorry, y'all making me do this shit. But
I mean, all the shade that he just threw, mad shade.
Like I'm saying it right now, I think it's gonna be a close, competitive fight. There's gonna be levels, but it's gonna be like an ebb and flow. I think we're gonna get another fight of the year. But I'm picking Josh Taylor by majority decision. Like,
majority?
Like, yeah, like I'll say majority decision. Like, it's gonna be a close one, probably controversial, but
majority decision because you know it is taking place in England.
It's possible, but this is the thing, man, and we've never seen Prograis really have to fight. Like, he hasn't had, and you can say, okay, he's a level above his opponents, but honestly, I felt like if Josh Taylor would have fought the same guy as Prograis fought, he would have did the same thing to him.
I mean, Prograis' really best wins are the Ndongo fight, which I know you don't think highly of. Terry Flanagan, he actually showed a different level in that Flanagan.
Yeah, that's a decent win. That's a solid win.
Yeah, and then of course him like beating up Relic, that was which was a very good win.
Yeah, but I mean, going in, we all knew Prograis was a favorite. Like, we kind of expected him to win that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But we was looking at it like, okay, this is like his test. Like, but then again, it's like, would you put Relic on the level of Postal?
I mean, they both have their their days in the sun. I will say that.
Damn. So Prograis supposed to be pound for pound top 10 then.
Well, I never had Prograis as a top 10 pound for pound. Not yet.
Oh, no, I'm just saying, because he got a win on his resume better than Postal, so.
This nigga LB cannot stop throwing shade at Terrence Crawford. This nigga's silly as hell.
I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, but I feel like Prograis just hasn't had that gut check yet. Like, he hasn't had someone who really on his level yet. Like, you could say Baranchek and Josh Taylor are like neck and neck. But I would rate talent wise, I would give it to Josh Taylor, which we did with, they fought and he won. It was a competitive fight, but he was clearly the superior fighter.
Right.
So I mean, that's how I'm looking at it. Like, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Prograis won. I wouldn't be surprised if Taylor won. It's a real good 50-50 fight. Two guys athletic, like both southpaws.
Yes, I was about to say that.
Yeah. Physically strong. They both could box and move.
They both have pop.
Both have pop. Quick hands.
Yeah, I mean the only difference really is that Taylor is slightly taller and has a slightly longer reach, I believe. I think that's the only two things. So
I feel like this is gonna be a good damn fight, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Like 50-50 fights on this type of level are rare, especially for unifications. I mean, when they happen, you just gotta be like, oh damn, this is an undefeated. I mean, when 140s had two of these in a year. That's the thing,
Yeah, well, half a year, though. Like, the last one was like June. Like, we already getting into like that was like a couple months ago. Like,
yeah.
It's just crazy. It's just amazing, man. But do y'all know who the referee gonna be?
No, not yet. We don't know if it's gonna be that trifling referee that was in the fucking Frotch and Groves fight, the first one, that'd be stopping shit a little bit too early or whatever. But yeah, no, I don't know. I don't think they announced who the ref is gonna be.
I hope it don't play a part, but I could see that playing a part because it's a thing. Like, Josh Taylor, like both guys, classy guys. But Josh Taylor, he'll get down and dirty with you, like physical with you on the inside, like. And Prograis, he'll be slinging those hard ass body shots, so it might get rough, and you're gonna need a good referee to then be able to break that up sometimes if it get a little crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then you also have to get one that's not gonna be too quick on the draw to actually stop some shit. That's because they have that issue in England.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that's the big issue.
No counteraction stoppages.
Yeah. Like, like if a nigga gets hurt, give him a chance to actually recover. If he goes down, then, you can see what you want to do. But, they'll be out there, like, stopping the shit, just at the slightest bit of, like, like wobble. Because, I mean, they really be on that bullshit over there. And it's awful.
Damn. I mean, they happen in America too. Shit. I mean, I don't want to just go, go ham on it, but y'all know about them British stoppages.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure even the British fight fans that listen to us will be like, "Yes, fucking right, mate, bloody hell, yes."
This is bollocks. Peter Manfredo was gonna swing back. Oh man.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Like, look, you a top fighter, you elite. Y'all 1 and 2, y'all A and B. Like, y'all shouldn't have a moment where y'all on the ropes letting another guy string 12, 13, 14 punch combinations on you.
Facts.
And you ain't throw back.
Facts.
So if it get like that, then hey man, I'm cool with a De La Hoya Mayorga stoppage type shit.
Yeah. I definitely agree with that. I completely agree. So yeah, I mean, so basically it's just two, so me and P going for Prograis, you going for Taylor. So yeah, but all in all, we just hope that the best man wins. And like I said, the person who wins this the fight, obviously, he's unified WBA and IBF champion, as well as the World Boxing Super Series winner of the Ali Cup, and then most likely will probably find their way. Well, not sure about Taylor, but Prograis, I'm sure will probably find their way onto Top Rank or ESPN. And pursuing a unification. Well, I mean, Prograis was fighting on ESPN the last time before the tournament, anyways, to go after Jose Ramirez, which will be an awesome fight for 2020.
Hell yeah, that's a perfect fight. Like, they definitely got to make that happen. Like, before y'all try to feed him to Crawford, because he needs some opponents. So yeah, y'all definitely gotta make Prograis Ramirez, and even if Prograis lose, y'all either gotta make that and or that and Taylor Ramirez.
Exactly, and that'll still be a great fight. Prograis would Prograis Ramirez will probably sell well in America, but Taylor and Ramirez is still an equally good fight. So either way, you can't go wrong. Whoever wins.
Nah, you can't. You honestly can't, man.
Yeah. 140 on the low definitely did make a comeback. 140 right now is a very I wouldn't say it's a brutal division. It's not 175 yet, but it's like 175 light. As in now there are some dangerous young fighters like walking around in there. Some that are, that unfortunately have committed ring fatalities, on there too. It's that type of division. It's very competitive now. Actually, it rebuilt himself nicely from the days of Danny Garcia's and the Lucases and the Lamont Petersons and all that. It actually built itself.
Yeah, that was the last time it was good. Like, I mean, when Crawford went there, it was already decimated. What was that?
I should never put my I should never about that shit.
I'm just saying, like, 140 was like a wasteland when Crawford went there. Like, am I lying?
I mean, no.
Alright, so there, y'all niggas, y'all niggas giving me a hard time. Like, hold on, like, I mean, shit, like, did anybody?
The thing is that the nigga unified all the belts in there and then pushed and kept it moving like he was supposed to. So, we can't.
He had to. It was none of those fights were any big deal, bro. Mm-hmm. That's my point. Mm-hmm. Whereas, look how much we're talking about this fight with Taylor and Prograis. We've been talking about that fight since last year. We've been talking about Ramirez and Hooker since last year, and now we got them. Those two fights have been more important than any fight Bud had at 140. Am I lying?
I mean,
nope.
You're not lying though. But we still gotta put some respect on Crawford's name though, because he did unify.
Yeah, he get respect. Yeah, he's been undefeated while weight hopping, while not making the best fights.
Yes,
that's all I'm saying.
I mean,
so he's
on the wrong block.
I mean, is there really a wrong block? Like, I mean,
well, now 140. There's not a PBC 140 like that, I mean, so it wasn't like, I don't
know. He's been in 3 divisions. He's always on the wrong block in 3 divisions. Like, come on.
Oh my God! See,
like how you always on the wrong blocks? That's like your kid, like you got a badass jit in school, and it's like you done put them in 3 different schools, and it's like the teachers keep saying the same shit. Like, is it your kid or the schools?
Oh my God! See, you see, that's a trigger point. You know, I cannot bring up Terrence Crawford's name. I might have to start just saying that dude that holds the WBO belt at 147. You know, something like that. You know, I'm just saying right now.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, like, we really up here looking at like 140 cats going, move up to give, Bud some good fights and shit.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Division got hot.
Yeah,
we're not asking for Indongo to move up and have a rematch. no one's looking for Crawford Postal too.
Yes, that's all. That's all very true. Yes, because they're all staying at 140 for the time being. But yes, it is unfortunate there was a little lull in 140 in between the days of Danny Garcia, Lucas Matisse, Lamont Peterson, and now like we've been talking, but hey, like I said, 140, it's there. Like I said, we celebrate at 140. It rebuilt itself. It's a division that's actually it's definitely worth a viewing. And we've gotten we got spectacular fights at 140, and next weekend we expect it to continue. So best man, may the best man win, and brings us to
Josh Taylor. Majority decision.
We'll see. This majority. That's bold. When you actually predicting the method of victory in the round, not really a round. It's the method of victory.
Look, if Prograis get a knockout, then that's crazy. Like that's like fighter of the year shit. Like what was his other fight this year? Like what was it? The Relic fight?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's not really. It's a good year, but I wouldn't call it. It wouldn't.
If he stops Taylor, that's what I'm saying. If he stops Taylor. Mm-hmm. That's you stopping 2 champions, 2 top 5, the top 10 people in your division. Like who else had a year like that? Like
Monster. Well, Monster.
We don't know yet. I'm gonna give the Daenerys his benefit of the doubt. I'm not gonna, Monster my dude.
And if he does it, he'd probably have a stronger claim because they're.
Yeah, he would. Yeah. I'm just saying up till now, like who else got 2 solid wins.
If Kovalev beats Canelo, then he probably would be the fighter of the year.
Yeah, he's another one. He's up there. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Honestly, it would be no contest if Kovalev actually did beat up Canelo.
If Canelo stops Kovalev, he got it.
Yeah, there's some fighters on that, and then Pacquiao, of course, because the Thurman. Yeah. Even though I know it hurts you too that Thurman got beat up the way he did.
Shut up.
Yeah. He gave Pacquiao the best fight since damn Marquez 4.
I'm not the one about it. That fight was.
So shame on everybody else who fought Pacquiao during that time. Because no one else made an exciting fight with him. It took a Florida dude to do that. Just remember that.
Yeah, with broken hand, basically.
Yeah, fighting shopping carts and shit, like inactivity, life and death with Josito Lopez for a round. So remember who gave Pacquiao the hardest fight. Remember, we would all say Floyd, Pacquiao, and Mayweather would have been fight of the year if they gave us the Thurman Pacquiao fight. It would have been, everybody would have loved. They would have won a round. They would have won a rematch right away.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just, let's keep it real. It was a great fucking fight. Like, I ain't gonna. Pacquiao won shit. He top 25, like top 20 now.
Yeah, there's no question.
I can't hate on that shit.
Yeah. But like I said, and then like I said, hopefully, like I said, it gives our 140 champions, the winners, hopefully something to aspire to actually reach those type of levels. And of course, it'll start obviously with these, with these type of fights that are happening, the unifications and stuff in their prime. So yeah, thumbs up to World Boxing Super Series for putting this together and to finally, and for us, to bring it to us real boxing fans, so us hardcores, because
a perfect America versus UK fight.
Yeah, exactly.
So you putting everybody going back and forth with this shit.
Exactly, and that's how.
I hope they don't disown me, man. John Taylor, man, you gotta win, man.
Yeah, and no struggle. Like if there's struggle, I'm gonna be pretty heated. Like I want to see some. I want to see some fighting. I want to see some skillful fighting, and I want to see a fade. I want to see a fade that happens. I want to see a violence.
We gonna see a fade. They gonna go each other body. We might see a knockdown. We gonna see some blood. Man, we gonna see a fucking fight, man. If this shit don't deliver a fight, like honestly, it's gonna be on the level of Hooker and Ramirez, but maybe better. Right.
Probably a little bit more skillful. Not like Hooker and Ramirez wasn't skillful, but it'll probably be more skillful.
Yeah.
So
I think more athleticism. I think we're going to see that. That's the thing. Like, I think we're going to see more athleticism in this fight because we got two big, athletic, strong guys. So,
right.
Yeah. Yeah. Next time we can talk about this fight all night. This is a good fucking fight. So next. Apologies.